The 7th chapter of Ninja Gaiden 4 is called Altar of the Mountain God. It is a short chapter in terms of events. The final boss is immediately available to you here. But before you go to him, I suggest you go down the stairs to the right. Here, a surprise awaits you at the Purgatory Gate. Gourdy is hidden behind the gate with blue fire. Just go around the Purgatory Gate and you will see him. Complete a simple mini-game to catch this Gourdy. Next, I suggest completing the Purgatory Gate trial. Everything is as usual here. You can choose the difficulty level. The greater the reward, the less health you have during the trial. 3 waves of enemies await you inside. Each wave includes Tsukumo, fish. This is a nasty enemy that cannot be destroyed quickly. If you have difficulty with the battle, use the maximum movement technique. When you run through blue puddles, they don't do as much damage as when you stand in them. In the first wave, I try to destroy all enemies that deal ranged damage first, leaving Tsukumo, fish, for last. At the beginning of the second wave, my ultimate ability is charged, which allows me to destroy Tsukumo fish with 1 hit and recharge my ultimate ability for the 3rd round. The 3rd round is the most difficult. Oni are added to your enemies. They are fast and aggressive and also deal a lot of damage. The 3rd round is a real test of your ability to move quickly from target to target. Don't try to destroy the enemy with a single attack. Move away from any threat. This way, you will eventually defeat all enemies and receive your well-deserved reward. Next, you have to defeat the final boss. You will have to fight Kurobo, the Mountain God. This boss looks quite powerful, unusual, and epic. Let me tell you right away that the boss has 2 stages. In the first stage, your opponent takes the form of a lion with wings. He remains in this form for almost the entire first stage. At first, it is quite difficult to adapt to this boss's attacks. He is large, and the animation of his attacks is not always clear. After a while, you will understand his attacks. You don't need to do anything special in this fight. The tactic is to parry or dodge the enemy's series of attacks. When Kurobo is not attacking, you can damage him. Be prepared for this battle to be long. You need to alternate between defense and attack. When Kurobo flies up into the air, he summons 2 tornadoes to the battlefield, which knock you back and cause damage. To avoid the tornadoes, simply move away from them. The boss will follow you, and the tornadoes will remain behind. By gradually reducing the boss's health, you will advance to the 2nd stage. It may take you several attempts to understand how your opponent behaves before you can smoothly pass the 1st stage of the battle. Of course, the 2nd stage is more difficult. At this stage of the battle, your opponent will often take on another form and transform into a bird. In bird form, his attacks are much more powerful. I recommend using your glider all the time when the boss is in bird form. You will see that in the 2nd stage, gusts of wind appear that will throw you up. Do not try to attack the enemy at this time. It is a waste of your energy. All the damage you can do is not worth the effort. Just jump up constantly over and over again. This will allow you to avoid Kurobo's powerful and long-range attacks, in most cases. As soon as you see that Kurobo has returned to the lion form you are familiar with from the 1st stage, start attacking the enemy. Overall, the 2nd stage is similar to the 1st, but it is even more protracted. You will have long breaks for glider flights to wait out the boss's bird form. Accordingly, he takes on the lion form less and less, so most of the time you will be flying up and avoiding enemy attacks. In lion form, the boss can also attack you with the usual series of attacks, as in the 1st stage. Here, you need to understand them and parry or dodge in time. If you understand how to act during the 2nd stage and see that the boss has less than half of his health left, you can use Crimson Blood Balm and Senjin War for reliability. These buffs will strengthen you, and you will be able to finish this fight with more confidence. In fact, there is nothing special about this boss. You just need to adjust to his attack rhythm and avoid long-range attacks using the glider. You will quickly see that you can defeat Kurobo without any problems, and that he is not as difficult an opponent as he seemed at first. After defeating the boss, you will see an interesting cutscene where you will meet all the main characters of the game again. But the most interesting part will be your meeting with Ryu Hayabusa. You will be surprised to find that you have to fight him. But don't worry, No matter how skillfully and actively you fight, this opponent will catch you off guard and deliver a shocking series of blows. Although it seems that you can win this battle, this is not the case. It is part of the cutscene, just interactive. So just enjoy the game and don't try to defeat Ryu Hayabusa. If you found this video useful, please like it and subscribe to the channel. I also recommend watching other videos on Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm sure you'll find a lot of interesting stuff there. See you in the next video, and take care, my friend.